Okay, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning here at KIT Iizuka on May 21st, second period for English A2, class 15. I have a few things that we have to cover, so let's get going on that. So first of all, today is class 6, so here's where we will be with a lot of things. Now, I'm going to jump ahead and tell you that class 7 is next week. And the week after that is our midterm test. Okay, there we go. Here's our midterm test. Now, the midterm test will cover pretty much everything that was in the Moodle from class 7 all the way to the first class. So all of the Quizlet materials, all of the homework, all of the shadowing material that we did, that will be on the test. Okay, so if it's on the Moodle, it could be on the test. All right. But who has not yet signed? Not yet signed? Not yet signed? Okay, 1, 2, 3. So it has to go along here. Okay, so let me get back to this. This is the midterm test that will be on. Oh, no, I can't see it here. That will be on June 4th. Okay. Please don't be late. You cannot take this outside of class. You have to be in class, even though it's a Moodle test. For the Moodle test, you'll need your headphones. Please make sure your computer has a full battery. If I were you, I would actually still bring my my charger, if I were you, just in case. And what was the other thing? Yeah, that's it. The charger, make sure your computer is on. Oh, and if you have not yet done it, okay, please make sure that you have Moodle on your phone or your tablet. More than once now, I have a student come to the class for the test, and the computer suddenly broke and they couldn't use it, but they could use their tablet or their phone. So please make sure that if you haven't done it yet, not just for this class, but for every class in this university that uses Moodle, it's a very good idea to have Moodle on your tablet or on your phone. Okay, so headphones, computer, battery, charger, Moodle on your mobile devices. Now, this week we're going to be using shadowing, okay? And you have your chapter 1 homework answers too. So just like last week, these are the answers to the homework that we did last week. Download them, take a look at them for the test. In the same way, you have your third homework. This one will be on page 17, okay? Please do that reading and write your answers, take a picture, send it up. All right. As you usually do, you have a reflection. And this one is from the video that I took of my fluency class. And it's not really that important what's on the video. What I want you to do is think about what we do in this class with all of the I do, you do, does he does, all of that. And we're going to do that again today. Do you think that's helping you? So the question is here. What do you think you need to do to help your English fluency? So I'm showing you some things, and we're doing them in class. But what about you yourself? What do you think for yourself about your English fluency? In the end, that's why we're doing all of these exercises. Okay, so that was this week. I want to show you, if you open up the shadowing for this week, it's for an article called Plastic Bags. And here's the article that we're going to be going over. Okay, this is a conversation between me and one of my students. She's very good at English, so I put her on the website too. Now, if you go to any of these articles and you click up here at the top for preparation, okay, and you click for the materials, you can see the MP3. If you want to download the MP3 for any of these, please feel free. They're free. Download them. Put them in your iPhone. You can use them for shadow talking many, many times. Also, you can download the PDF. So you don't need your phone or your tablet. I find that very convenient, but you can use a PDF. And the PDF looks like this. It's basically it's a little easier to read. But at the bottom of the PDF is this information. This is the word count and the time of the MP3. So this entire article has 776 English words in it from the beginning to the end. The time that it took to have this conversation was a little less than 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 54 seconds. That means that if you do that calculation, the speaking speed between her and me was 198.97 words per minute. Okay. That actually is pretty fast. I calculate most people when they speak English that they'll speak English about 160 words per minute. And because she and I speak very quickly, we're speaking about 198, 199 words, let's say 200 words per minute. That's pretty fast. Now, I want to see not how quickly you can speak at that rate, that's very difficult, but your reading, your English reading, well, it should be at least at that rate. When you're reading in your native language, and you're 18, 19 years old, you're already an adult, you're probably reading at your best speed. In Japanese, you're probably reading about, I don't know, I think in words, you could think in characters, but you're probably reading at about 500 characters a minute, which probably works out to about 350 words per minute. That's normal. Some people are less, 300 words. Some people are very fast, 400 words. But for you, for English, you can't go that quickly. You're going to go much more slowly. Now, that words per minute for speaking is very high. That words per minute for reading is actually kind of low. For reading, a normal adult reads at least 250 words per minute. And if you want to get a good TOEIC score, 600, 650, you have to read at least 180, 220 words per minute. At least. Now, when I say reading speed, I don't mean understanding everything. Understanding is a different skill. Okay, just like in baseball, you can run very quickly, but you're not very good at hitting. Hitting and running are two different skills. And reading speed means how quickly you can see these words from beginning to end. How quickly you're used to that idea of speed. How quickly you understand, different skill. That depends on your vocabulary, your grammar. And that's what you generally study in class. But you also sometimes have to just try to read as quickly as you can. So that's what I'm going to talk about after I do this video. I've talked about that enough. Okay, so don't forget, after this week, there's class number 7, and then you have your midterm test. Bring your computer, bring your headphones, and get ready to take the test that covers everything basically from class 7 all the way to the beginning. Okay, if you have any questions, you can contact me at jdmcruz@gmail.com, or you can come talk to me in class. Thanks very much, everyone. Let's have a good class.